So what is it about all these crystals? Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Collective Consciousness. My name's Tiny, I'm your host. I'm happy to welcome you to the show where we focus on expanding your consciousness. The whole purpose of this show are for individuals who are on their journey to self-mastery. So if that is an individual like yourself, take this moment and smash that subscribe button down below. And also give us a thumbs up. Today we're talking about crystals. What are they? Why is everybody wearing them? And we gonna spill the tea on what they do, what it means, and how they impact your life. Welcome again to the show, and let's get started. I remember when I first started my spiritual journey, it was kind of like I would see these people with like wire wrapped crystals and, you know, these funky clothes. And I just kind of thought like, oh, those are hippies. I like hippie. I have a lot of hippie friends. That's like kind of what I thought. But like it took a friend of mine to sit me down and really explain to me what crystals are, how they impact our auric field, and how they like impact our lives and are an integral part to healing. And you know, it took me a moment to really like connect what that meant for me. So all I know is I started off with a rose quartz, which is a very common crystal that most people start with. And I would like carry it around, and like really I didn't know what it did. But it wasn't until I like spent more time and kind of created a relationship with crystals myself when I really started to realize the impact that they have. And it's kind of like a growth process, a stepping stone, right? Because after you start that journey, it'll take you somewhere. And once you get there, like now, crystals are an integral part of my everyday healing journey, to the point where I've actually created a business where I sell crystals and create crystal jewelry. So there is definitely a journey here, but today I'm gonna help you break it down so you can understand why people use crystals and what they mean and how they can impact your life. First step is, let's talk about what are crystals. So crystals are an extension of the earth, right? So they are literally naturally formed in the earth, and they are a different material than rock. So a crystal carries the energy of the earth, and each crystal has a different energy. It vibrates at a different frequency. Now, as you know, Mother Earth, or Gaia, as I like to refer to her as, she is a living, breathing organism, right? Her breath fuels our breath, right? Every time Mother Earth exhales, that is the oxygen that we inhale. So there is this symbiotic relationship between us and the earth. Now, because the earth is a conscious living being, then the entities of the earth are then also conscious and living as well. So when you have a crystal that is an extension of Mother Earth, this crystal has a consciousness and it vibrates at a certain frequency. So when you interact with this crystal, it interferes with your auric field, and it also raises your vibration and helps you vibrate closer to the frequency that crystal represents. Now, let's break it down a little bit, because each crystal has a different frequency, but there is one missing piece: intention. Your intention is everything. So what I like to do when I get a new crystal, and this, for example, is a quartz crystal. Quartz crystal is very powerful. It is known as one of the master healing crystals because it can balance out any of the chakras, mostly the crown chakra, but it is like an all healing, all purpose type of crystal. Okay. So, what I do is I will sit and I will meditate with my crystals in my hand and I will intention into that crystal how I want it to impact and reflect and intertwine its energies into my life. So specifically, this is a Lumerian quartz crystal. So with this crystal, I've asked for clarity and divine communication, divine alignment, for the pathway to become clear to me. And after I've intentioned that into this crystal, I've noticed in my life that I will take this crystal around and I will receive messages from the universe or from my angels or from my higher self that I can intuitively interpret, and I'll know which direction to go, what to do, who to speak to, and things like that in different situations. So this has actually protected me from a couple car accidents as well. So I was recently in Florida, and I don't know if you know anything about Florida, but those drivers are crazy. So I'm very grateful for this crystal. It definitely has a lot of protection and healing along with it. But your belief, your intention is what's going to really amplify whatever that crystal's frequency is emitting. Okay. So there are different types of crystals. Like, as you can see, I have crystals like dressed all over me. For the record, these are crystals that I have created, brought to you by Divine Blessings. And I have been getting into wire wrapping. So if that is something you are interested in, definitely follow me on social media. There is a link down below to my Etsy account. And also I will put a link down below to my Popple account where you can actually text me. Don't call me because I probably won't answer. Text me if there's something specific that you're looking at, or if there's something you saw on the Instagram page and something that you want me to do specifically, because most of my orders are custom. Every piece that you see that's made by me is all made individually and unique. So that's the amazing part about Divine Blessings. What you get is meant for you. So anyway, enough of that. Definitely follow, go to my website, www.collectiveco.info, for all of this information. All right. Again, that's www.collectiveco.info. All right. So there are different types of crystals. Each different type of crystal represents a different type of frequency or can heal a different part of the chakra system. We're not going to get into different types of crystals today, but what I want to do is give you an idea so you can understand how these crystals interact with your auric field, okay? So you are a conscious living being. And if this crystal is also a conscious living being, then that means off of it comes a frequency, just like off of your living being comes a frequency. So when you include this into put this on your person, or you include this into your daily life, what's going to happen is just like when you interact with another physical being. Remember when we talked about in another episode, when you come in contact with somebody, you have an energy transference. The same thing happens with crystals. That energy transference is what helps raise your vibration. So when it comes to healing, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, crystals are an integral part. Let's take a common example such as heartbreak. We all have experienced heartbreak before, but what a rose quartz can do is it can raise up that vibration of self-love, of divine love, of you feeling the comfort of being loved, aside from the emotional feeling of that breakup or that heartbreak. Does that make sense? For example, you can use it as comfort. Like, I know I am kind of fidgety sometimes, so I just grab onto a crystal and it keeps my hand busy, but it also helps me absorb that frequency. Different kinds of metaphysical benefits for crystals. Some metaphysical benefits such as attracting opportunity, attracting abundance, attracting divine love, attracting protection, attracting purity, contacting with your angels, or contacting with your higher self. These are all different metaphysical properties for different crystals, removing things that are not in alignment with your divine path. All of these things are certain attributes to different crystals. When you have crystals, there's another thing that I have to include. Not only do you have a personal relationship with these magical these magical conscious things, not only do you have a relationship with them, but you also have to take care of them. So what does that mean? They're rocks. What do you mean? When you use the energy of a crystal, think of it like a battery. You drain the battery. However, once the battery is drained, you have to charge it back up. So how do you charge it back up? You can do so in the sun, in the moonlight. Some people use water or dirt. Some crystals are not water soluble. So when you're looking into your crystals, definitely look that up. Is this crystal water soluble? Quick rule of thumb, if it ends in ITE, usually not water soluble. Selenite, labradorite, moldavite. A lot of these crystals are not water soluble. That's how you recharge them, but you can purify a crystal's energy. Let's say, for example, there was a lot of negativity that you had to face through today, or maybe somebody touched your crystal and got their energy all mixed up into your crystal. You can utilize sage to purify the energy, right? And reset it back to stasis, back to neutral, back to your energy. When you are integrating yourself and your life with crystals, what you really want to do is just like create a relationship, treat it like a pet, right? You want to take it with you. You want to put it out in the sun, take it out. You want to charge it in the moonlight, take it on little field trips, right? You create ritual. And the reason why this ritual is so important is because when you think about like our ancestors, they ritualized everything, and the universe responds to ritual. You want to know why? It's because when you do a ritual, there is a level of belief that is included. So ritualize your relationship with your crystals and pay attention and open your mind. Tap into that intuition, tap into that first eye, and just allow the messages to transfer over to you. And that is how you really start to develop real relationships with crystals. All right, so if you are starting on your crystal journey, I actually have a consciousness box specifically made for people who are starting on their spiritual journey. It comes with a wooden box, and inside the box, and the box is handmade, not by me, but it is handmade from India. And you either have an Om or a Tree of Life on the box. And then on inside of the box, it has a couple of cards telling you how to take care of your crystals, what to do, things like that. And then you also get 4 crystals in the box. It also comes with a bundle of sage, 4 incense cones, a pen, and a journal. This entire set is literally a starter pack for spirituality. It is so important to write down your manifestations. That's how you bring it into the physical. That's how you bring it into your reality. So you get the pen and the notebook to start that. You have specific crystals helping balance out your chakras for healing, for intuition, things like that. And then you also get the incense cones to kind of mellow out your energy when you've had a stressful day, and then the sage bundle to purify everything. I usually sell this entire kit for $55 on the website on www.collectiveco.info. If you currently text me right now using the code below, I will ship it to you for $45. I will take $10 off and include free shipping just to help you start your process along. I am your coach, your advocate, your partner, your teammate. We are here to do this together. The whole purpose of collective consciousness is for us to come together and become interdependent. So I want to help you get there. I want to see you get there. So I will take $10 off, but you have to text me down below and type in the text, the title of this video, so I know this is where you got it from. All right, and I will send you the box for $45. Thank you so much for tuning in. Everyone have an amazing, blissful day. Again, follow me on social media for any new divine blissing crystal jewelry, and definitely check out the website at www.collectiveco.info. Thank you again. I will see y'all next week. Asè and Namaste.